Wow, the 60-second warm up. So that was not easy, actually. I had to turn the page to actually play these different exercises to warm up. So I'm Ron Jackson, and at Ron Jackson Music here on YouTube. I haven't been live in a while, so thank you for watching. Please check out my my other channels at Ron Jackson Music. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe now. So this is my 60-second guitar warm-up. Now, if you memorize this warm-up, you should be able to do this in 60 seconds. Now, when I get to a gig a lot, you know, I have to set up and, you know, drive or you know, if I don't drive, I still have to get there somehow. I have to take the subway, drive, whatever. You know, if they have an amp there, I just go, you know, I tell them to plug the amp in and use the amp I want to use. And then I still haven't even touched the guitar, and I have to set up pedals, get the music out, everything. There's all kinds of variables. And the last thing I actually do is play and warm up. So one good thing is my new warm-up exercise I have here. I call it the 60-second warm-up. Now, if you can memorize this, you could try to get your fingers limber. You can get your fretting hand and your picking hand really, you know, primed to start playing. I feel really stiff today because I've been having issues with my left hand. It's been in pain recently. But, so for example, I have a timer here. And I'm going to try to time 60 seconds. I'll do the same exercise again. It's not easy, actually, these exercises. But the first exercise is what we call the spider fretting hand warm-up. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you could actually use these exercises because that's why I call it the fretting hand, okay? So when I'm using my fretting hand, it's this thing. It's an exercise where you use all your 4 fingers and you stretch like this. You have to use hybrid picking like I'm doing right now. It's a really good exercise to warm up with. Try to keep your fingers as close to the fingerboard as possible. Now, I'm only doing it on the 1st and the 5th string. You see this written out already. I gave you the first page. If you'd like to get a copy for yourself, go to my website at ronniemusiclabel.com, and you can get the full sheet music and tabs there. And you can get a free lesson there, too. Now, check this out. So, I mean, I actually did it between the 1st and the 5th string, but you could do this exercise on any string. Any sets of 2 strings is really good for your fretting hand. And this is it has weird sounds on different strings. You could also do 5 strings across. If you want to go crazy like I do sometimes when I'm practicing, when I have time to practice, I could do across 6 strings. It's really good for your left-hand coordination, everybody. So that's the first part of the 60-second warm-up. Then I do the diminished 7th fretting hand warm-up, which is like this diminished 7th chord. So watch this. Now here's the 6th-string root of the diminished 7th chord like this. Then the 5th-string root, and then the 4th-string root. Just as written on there. Now what you could do is go 1 fret at a time up. It's really good for your left hand coordination. So that's a great second warm-up just for your limbering your left hand, your fretting hand if you're left-handed or right-handed. Now the next one, I was having a hard time turning the page when I started this, is a descending fretting hand, ascending fretting hand warm-up. You're going up. So I'm just doing, it's a 4-note pattern I learned from Steve Vai when I was at Berkeley. One of his Guitar Player magazine articles, and he was about 19 years old already writing for that magazine. And it's a really good exercise. It's basically you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 1. And now I'm using alternate picking when I'm doing this. Just nothing really, really fancy with my picking hand. See, I'm just switching fingers every time. You're going to go up. Then I go 1 fret up. Now the most important thing is go slow, because it's tricky to do this. Now that's the second part of the fretting hand, of the 60-second warm-up. Now when you only have 60 seconds, sometimes you only have like a minute to start. You just gotta get your fingers limber. When you're doing this really fast, it's hard actually. It's better to warm up slow. Now, the next exercise for this is actually the same thing, but you're going to do it backwards. So you're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 3. Then 2, 1, 4. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. It's hard. Yeah, then you go 1, 4, 3, 2. So you see that pattern? It's actually pretty tricky to say it out loud. Backward. That's a great warm-up, and I have to think about this stuff still. It's just an exercise. It's not even very musical, really. See how I go up 1 fret when I get to the next. When I get up here, I move up 1 fret, then I go backwards. I'll go. Watch this. Watch. Now up. Then I'm going across again. Now I'm going up. So you can go all the way up the neck before you warm up, or if you're just practicing at home just to get your fingers coordinated like this. It's a great exercise for your brain. You know, it has all the patterns. Now I learned this from Steve Vai. If you have any comments or questions, please ask. Okay, I don't mind that. And so this is part of my 60-second warm-up. So we did the fretting hand warm-up, ascending pattern. It's basically just using your 4 fingers. I learned it from Steve Vai years ago on a Guitar Player magazine article. He used to write for them weekly when he was 19 years old, that guy. Really amazing guitar player. So they were just playing at the Beacon Theater with Joe Satriani together. Joe Satriani, Steve Vai tour. So another one is the chromatic scale. In position, fretting hand warm-up. So you're going to do this. And then you're going to play the chromatic scale just in one position like this. You go backwards. Okay, that's a really good warm-up. Now that's pretty hard to do that fast. But of course I can play faster, but I'm not warmed up really today yet. This is a great warm-up exercise. Now, I mean, there's another way of doing the chromatic scale. And you could do these warm-ups different ways. You don't have to do the way I do. You can do patterns like this. 4 notes at a time. 3 notes at a time, or backwards. Actually, it's pretty complicated to do that. Oh, Victor. This is live, Victor. My friend Victor is watching. How are you? No, this is live, Victor. I haven't gone live in a while, but I have a live stream that runs like my background music and stuff, but I appreciate you watching. Victor's a big fan of mine. I appreciate you guys, and Victor particularly, and all my fans. So this is actually live, everybody, not memories. So this is my 60-second warm-up, okay? And so we're live right now, and I'm playing, I'm not doing anything fancy. No overdubs, you know, as some of my famous friends, you know, do on their live stream channels. Great to see you, Victor. And if you're enjoying this, everybody, you know, please share my live stream with everybody. Also, you know, check out the music for this. Go to my website, Roddy Music label here. You can get a free, free sheet music there, and the full sheet music there for this whole warm-up exercise. Now, the next exercise is the tremolo picking hand warm-up. All I'm doing is, this is for your picking hand. Now, this is tricky, man. You have to go fast as you can. Tremolo, they call it. I always thought it was called tremolo. It's tremolo. So I go across each string. It's really hard to control. It's taking me a while to do it. And if I only have 60 seconds, I'll just go. That's more like fast 16 notes. And I wouldn't play it that hard either. I would actually try to use dynamics, like play loud and soft. Control that tremolo. See, my arm is stiff from doing that already because I'm not really warmed up. This is a good... But if you're on a gig and you actually do this, it's going to really help you relax into your playing because you did some kind of technical warm-up. Because when I play different than warming up. Warm-up is more of a technical exercise. When I'm playing, it's like I'll just play. Now that I did warm-ups like that are really technical, I feel a little bit more free when I'm actually playing my own real jazz guitar stuff. So, you know, now I feel a little bit more loose after warming up. Now, here's another part of that. It's called the crawler fret hand warm-up. So basically, I'm just doing this 4-note pattern. Excuse me. And I'm going like this. It's a 4-note pattern where you actually It's like actually playing like this same pattern I played up the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I go across 4 strings like this. The 6th string on the 5th fret, then this 5th string on the 6th fret, and then the 4th string on the 7th fret, and the 3rd string on the 9th fret. Oh no, 8th fret, excuse me. And I'll go, and I'll do a sweep this way, and then switch the fingers around and do a sweep up. Then I go across the neck. Then I go up the neck, everybody. It's hard to control this actually. In time, for example. See how I'm sweeping too? This is good for sweep picking as well. So this is good for a coordination of your fretting hand and your picking hand for sweeping. And you go up the neck, one fret at a time. Now my hand is hurting me. My fretting hand's hurting me because it's a little, it feels like a little injured recently from playing too much. And it's a really great exercise, everybody. So now, so that's the fretting hand, crawler fretting hand exercise. Now, the last exercise is you have to do a little scales, some scales. So I like to use the C major scale fretting, the classical C major scale fretting hand warm up. So basically, I'm still doing down and up strokes. Now this scale is the classical way of doing this. It's actually you start in a second position, go up the scale. When you get to the C, you're gonna go to 5th position and go up to the octave, and then go backwards. See that? It's a really good warm-up exercise. Now, so that's the C major, the classical C major scale warm-up. Now, we don't play, in jazz, we play our C major scales or all our scales everywhere. So this is a very specific exercise. Now, the next exercise I want to show you, the very last one for my warm-up, is the G major scale fretting hand warm-up. And so that'll be the last of the 60-second warm-ups. And this is basically a scale that goes, the G major scale that starts in the 2nd position and goes all the way up to the 12th position. Watch me, I'll do it slow. It's tricky. Oh, watch this, all right. Again, I'll try to do it more perfect this time. Watch this. I'm doing it too fast. I have that mic in front of my face. So that's the classical G major scale. One more time. Here we go. Watch this again. So I'm going to go up the scale. When I get to the note here, which is a C, I'm going to switch to the 7th position. Now when I get to the E note on the 1st string, they get to the octave of the G. That's 3 octaves total. Now I'm using pivot fingers. 4th finger, 4th finger. warm up. Pivot with the first finger. Pivot with the first finger. Fourth finger. Fourth finger. So when you get really good at this, you can do this pretty fast. You see. That's pretty fast. And going 3 octaves, I mean, it's kind of like I'm scared to do it because it's easy to make a mistake. See how I have to pivot? I have to slide that right down and get to that now. Really good exercise. The classical G major scale. So those are the 60-second guitar warm-ups. So I'm going to go from the very beginning and see if I can do this quickly. I don't have it memorized, so I might have to scroll the page up. Let me see if it's ready. Here we go. So let me see if I can time this. So I have my timer. I'm going to see if I can do 60 seconds. Here we go. In 60 seconds. Go. 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 Next one. Next one. Next one. Chromatic scale. Next one. Oh, I don't have enough time. Here we go. Tremolo. Now, the crawler. Oh, okay. Getting close here. Now the classical C major scale. Now the G major scale. Almost. Yeah, so that was a little bit longer than 60 seconds, but you get the idea. You could try to do some of these exercises or most of them in 60 seconds or a little bit more or a little bit less and to get warmed up. So this is tricky. Some of these are a little tricky, like the G major scale. It's really good for your mind, these type of things. Watch this. And this is tricky. So what I'm doing is, so some of the warm-up exercises are really good for you to practice in different ways. And the ones that you don't know as well is really good for you just to warm up with. So thank you for watching, everybody. That was my 60-second guitar warm-up. It's going to take you a little bit longer. Obviously, there's a lot of information here, and it's hard to do in 60 seconds. But thank you for watching. Please share my live stream. Follow me everywhere at Ron Jackson Music. You can watch this live stream everywhere. This is completely unedited. Any mistakes or anything I do is fine because I'm just doing live. I'm not going to fix anything. And that's what's good about music. You know, you can actually do some things like that and admit that you can't play this perfect. But this is great for you guys to check out. Go check out my live streams. Check out my videos. Come see me play. I'll be playing next week at Joe's Pub on the Grammy-nominated record on Tuesday, April 16th in New York City. You know, I produced one of the songs on there. And with Kevin Powell, Please share my live stream to Ron Jackson Music. Go check out my store. If you want to get this warm up, go there now and check it out. And again, thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream, I accept super chats and PayPals and all that other famous stuff that we have here. Let me show you some of this right now. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you guys very soon somewhere in the world of cyberspace, okay? Bye-bye. Ron Jackson Music. Bye-bye.